Good morning, good morning, good morning. City Squad, City Squad. How you doing? How you doing? That's gotta be on point. Gotta be. Guess what I'm eating? Some toast. But guess what I got on my toast? Some peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. I had to take for peanut butter and jelly. And I did my old favorite. I toast my bread, mix my peanut butter together, warmed it up, and put it on my bread. Peanut butter. So I got me peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. And it's warm. Good morning, Pebble J. I'm sorry, I just into my peanut butter and jelly. How y'all doing this morning? I had a marvelous day yesterday at school. Like, my day was so awesome at school. Like, school was so good, y'all. Like, school was good. School was good. And I got my what? Coffee. I got a little cup of coffee today. A little cup of coffee. A little cup, a little cup, a little cup, a little cup. Okay, we're going to start the day off because I had something to tell y'all. You know? But we're going to start off the day talking about how our day went. Renee D, hey, good morning. Good morning. Okay. The first day of school yesterday was hectic. It's just like any other day. I never got into my 9 o'clock class, y'all. Never got into my 9 o'clock class. They said hopefully today they can give me my 9 o'clock class. I sat around, never got into my 9 o'clock class, which is okay because the girl, my girlfriend who's in there, she said they didn't do number introduce themselves, and they was in there for about 20 minutes. Everything gonna really, all this week we not gonna really do nothing. My second class, which is a critical thinking, is my ACTs. It is 11 people in there, only two girls, only two girls. My algebra class, my algebra 2 class, it's about 15 of us. And my chemistry class, it's only 7. But when I say I had such a beautiful day, yesterday went so smooth. Only thing didn't go smooth was the morning, but other than, I'm like, it's no problems. Like, it's going to be a good time. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel that we're going to have an excellent time, excellent time, excellent time. So I'm good on that. But have y'all ever y'all ever gave somebody your phone number and they don't call? But you give them your number anyway. I gave this dude my number, I think about, I'm going to say 7 months ago. Somebody text me, don't have the number plugged in. And I'm looking, Mr. Montgomery, hey. And I'm looking, and I'm like, who is this? So they said, hey to you, how you doing? I'm like, who is this? He said, oh, you don't remember me? I said, no, but I won't be asking who's this. You know, I'm texting, but we texting back and forth, right? So he gonna say, oh, you gave me, he said, you came up to me, evidently you like what you saw, and you gave me your number. You, I know me. I don't get nobody my number. I said, I'm in my truck there. You can't be talking about me because I don't get nobody my number. I said, you must like what you saw because you gave me your number. I said, I don't walk up to no guy ask no guy for no number. I don't do it. I know some people do it. I don't do it. And then he gonna text by LOL laughing out loud. He said, no, I asked for your number. I said, okay. I said, so don't start off the conversation line. And like, what I really don't honestly don't remember you. He took me down memory lane, remind me. He was like, can I call? I said, sure, go ahead and call me. Call me, we got to talk. I was like, I said, yeah, I do remember you. But I said, I never returned your call because I didn't like our conversation. He was like, why you didn't like the conversation? I said, when we got to talking about politics, you got to talking crazy. And I said, I don't need nobody talking crazy. And I know I don't care who like who, but the stuff you was saying was, it didn't make no sense. I'm looking at, and then when the conversation, I'm looking at the other end of the phone. I said, oh, he got some serious issues like that. And then on top of that, um, you had a lot of kids, which I know that don't matter, but y'all, he had a lot of kids, like higher than 7. Okay, and I'm like, he was like, well, what the conversation was actually about? I said, we was talking about the presidency and who was running. This was before I knew Joe Biden was running, and you was like, You was trying to tell me how President Obama did this and he wasn't this, and when Clinton daughter and Chelsea Clinton wanted to go to the DC school, how they didn't want her to go, and I was like, I don't care nothing about that. I said it's about what's going on now. And I said the conversation turned me off so bad. I never called you. I told him I normally block people. I thought I blocked you, and I'm being honest. I really honestly thought I blocked them. I really did, because I'll block a nigga quick. So conversation. He's not allowed to call. I told him, please, I conversate with him and I said, please don't ever call me again because I'm not interested. I'm cool. I'm all right. Like that. He said, are you sure? I said, yeah. I said, Corona. If it was a Corona, I'd be saying Corona. Okay. That's one subject. So I got the peanut butter on my hand. Like, I had to say for peanut butter since we said something, y'all. Since I was talking about peanut butter the other day. And I woke up this morning. I was like, I want some toast. I want some peanut butter. And I mixed it up. And I mixed it up. Mm-mm. Coffee good. Okay. Another conversation. I'm on the phone. Y'all listen to this conversation. And I should have been offended, but I wasn't. I was on the phone this last night talking to one of my classmates. He said, T, I never seen no one like you. And I'm looking at him like, what do you mean? He said, someone like you. I said, you gotta be more specific. What you mean someone like you? Someone like because I'm fat? Someone mean like what? What do you mean? He said, you always complain about living in the hood. And I said, what's wrong with that? He said, you should just be happy. I said, hold up. I said, don't get it twisted. I'm happy that I have a roof over my head. I don't have a problem with it. He said, but you always complain. I complain because for number one, my son cannot go. I said, my son can't go dump trash. He can't even walk to the car. He can't do this. He can't do this. He don't have a normal life. Yes, I'm complaining. I said, I could complain all I want because the more I complain, the more determined I am determined to get out. I said, I didn't grow up in the hood. You might think I grew up in the hood. I didn't grow up in the hood. I live in the hood for the past 4 years, but I didn't grow up in the hood. He said, he live in, I said, I used to live where you used to live at. I said, don't you get tired of gunshots? He said, yeah, they were just shooting a few minutes ago. I said, so what makes you think I want to live in the hood with a young man? And it's hard for a young man. And I said, they kill you. It might kill us when we come out that door. I said, you live in fear with anywhere you live in fear. Point blank. But just the fact when you go out your door, they constantly shooting. You don't know if you're going to get shot. That's a big difference between living somewhere you can walk out your house. I said, don't get it twisted. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. But just because I want to be better than myself don't make me no different than you. You okay living in the hood. That's you. I'm not. I'm not. I thought it was going to be okay. I didn't know it was that bad because I never really lived in the hood like not myself, and my son didn't. So yeah. If you saying that, I guess he said I'm being bougie. So yeah, I guess I am being bougie then, because I don't want to live in the hood. I said I want to be able to go out my door, not looking sideways against shot. I said I live in the Southwest. My apartment got shot up 3 times, not once, not twice, but 3 times. My apartment got shot up, and my car got shot up in my hallway. And the last row, my son got robbed. I said, come on now. Who would not be tired of living in the hood? Who? You can make your house your home in the inside, but once you walk out that door, you're scared to death. Who wants to live in fear? And this is a conversation we having. And when I say I was so mad at this conversation because the way he said it was like, I never seen no one like you. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm thinking, because I'm fat, I'm going out. I never thought he'd say because where I live. And I try to explain to him, I say, you hear me all the time tell you that I gotta go. He said, yeah, and I be looking at you like you ought to be happy. I said, I am happy. I am extremely happy. I have a door I can unlock and go in. But when you get to that point, you got that door unlocked. When you leave out and you lock your door, you don't know if you're going to come back in because when you go to your car, you might get shot. Come on, who wants to live like that? And that was our conversation. And I think this conversation, it was like a debate because he was trying to debate me. I can't. You did too much. I know he might be trying to be positive, but where he live at, he get gunshots, and he's okay with it. And I told him. And then on top of y'all, he's young. He's not my age. He's 22, and I try to tell him, you're 22. You might don't feel the same way. You're okay with it, and that's fine. But I'm not okay hearing gunshots. I'm not okay when I literally leave out my house. I look out my window before I leave out my door. And when I get downstairs to the bottom floor, because I live on the third floor, I look out my door before I go to my car. Who wants to live like that? I wasn't offended when he said it. I was not offended when he said it. I was just trying to break it down to him because just like I told you, I say criticism don't matter because it is what it is. This life is a revolving door. People always changing, but I had to let him know why, and I tell him I always tell you why. I always tell you why I am so pressed to move. And when I moved in the house, and I thought it was okay. Yeah, he is. That's what I try to tell him. He lives with his mom, and I'm like, he was like, yeah, they was just shooting. I'm like, see, who wants that? He said, you, what you got to do? He said, I just left off work. I said, see, you just left off for work, and you heard gunshots when you're driving out. What if you was right there? What if you was in front of you? You don't know. I said, my apartment been shot up 3 times. My car been shot up one time in Southwest. I've been here, my car been shot up once, and it been shooting around here. I said, a person only could take so much. It ain't me thinking I'm better than nobody. It's just that I want to live somewhere where I don't have to worry about if I'm going to live or die. I can go out anywhere and get shot, but I'm just the fact that you know you have to leave out your house a certain way every day to go where you need to go. It get on my nerves. Like I can't just put my clothes on, walk down the steps, think I'm going out the door. No, that's not happening. It's not happening. And I know because of where I live at. I honestly know. But yeah, yeah, that really like I just had to. But he's young, and just like I told him, I said, "You're young. You don't understand. You're 22. You don't understand. When you get to that point and you really on your own, you'll be okay. You'll understand. When you get to the point that you grew up around it, you've been living around it when you living for 22 years. I just moved around it. I just moved around here. I didn't grow up around here. I honestly didn't. My mother, and my mother lived in Berry Farm, and I didn't really live with my mom when she lived in Berry Farm. I was older. I lived on my own. I moved out when I was 17. 17, my mother wasn't living in the project. I had my own place. So my mother, she lived down by the railroad tracks. She had gunshots, but it wasn't. I don't know because she was down by the railroad tracks. They didn't do. They did most of the shooting on Stevenson, Eaton Road. They never really was down on First Third and at the bottom. Yep, I know I have to be careful, and I truly do because I really, literally, just don't go out my house. I really just don't go out my house. I look out my kitchen window before I leave out, and before if my son home and I'm on my way home, I call my son or my cousin here. I call them who outside, who's here, who's there because I need to know before I come home. Is it a parking space? I tried to park as close to my building as possible because I don't want to walk because they ride a dirt bikes in the middle of the streets on the sidewalks. They drag racing and like I have to be really careful and they don't care who you are. So it's like I have to be careful, and I hate the fact I have to live like that. But for what I live here, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I am truly grateful. But enough is enough. A person only can take so much, and I'm trying to explain this to him. He said, "I get it, see, I get it," but he was like, he actually said he don't think he's going to move until he's like 20, I mean 30 something years old. He said he's going to stay with his mother. I said that's fine, but you need to know where you live at is it's bad, and it's like you don't do what I do. He said he don't. He said I just walk out my house and say you need to just stop doing that. Because every time you turn around, you telling me somebody's shooting around there, or we on the phone and I hear somebody shooting. I'm like, you need to just stop walking out your house. You need to start paying attention. Pay attention to your surroundings because they don't have to be after you. They could be after somebody else, and you're in the crossfire because people die every day like that. So I'm like, I don't know. I prefer for him to say me talking think I'm because I'm fat, but then where I live at, I honestly don't think I'm good. I don't think I'm better than anybody at all. I honestly don't. I honestly don't. I'm just like I just want to be to the point that I am okay. That's it. And I don't have to be in the house to be okay. It just have to be the neighborhood. Like And they are some neighborhoods that are good, and there's some that's not. I just don't want to be walking in fear that, like, and I want my son to be able to leave out my house. Because my son can't dump trash. Like, that's the simplest thing you would want your child to do. My son ain't going to dump no trash and walking. Do you know how? First of all, they do most of the shooting by the trash can. That's the first and foremost. Second of all, it's a long walk. I don't even walk. I'll walk to the trash can if it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I still look out my window. I still look out my window 7 o'clock in the morning, and I dump trash. 7 o'clock in the morning, I get up and dump trash because there's nobody out there. But 2, 3 o'clock, no, I'm not doing. It's too many. It's like it's still summertime here, and it's not summertime. They hanging out. It was raining yesterday. Everybody outside in the rain. It didn't rain bad, but it was not yesterday. The day before yesterday, everybody was still outside. So it tells me, regardless where you live at, it's still going to happen. And the only way I can be okay is to get somewhere where I feel safe. I'm not going to say I'm going to wind up in the best neighborhood. I'm not going to say that. And I'm not going to say I'm not going to hear no gunshots. But I am going to say I don't want to go outside and see my car shot up. And I don't want to have to go run to my car. I want to be able to go dump trash, bring groceries in. I want to be able to live a normal life. Living here is not a normal life. When you have to do that, when you have to watch when you leave out. You have to watch when you get downstairs. You have to call home to make sure who's outside. Is it a parking space? How many people this and this and that? That's not a normal life for anyone to do. But I'm grateful I have a plate for my head. Yeah, go vote. I did mine came in the mail. I did mine. When the second one came, the other one never came. When it finally came, I did mine because I can't go out there. My mom did hers. I just had to, I had to voice my opinion because I thought I went to bed thinking about that because honestly I don't want nobody to think I think I'm better than nobody else. I honestly don't think I'm better than nobody else. I just want to let him know that the reason why. And I honestly told him I talk about it enough that you shouldn't even have to ask me that. Ask me that. Okay, I read half of it. I didn't read all of it. And that's it. That's all. I just want to be happy. I know I talk about moving all the time, and I know I talk about I want to live. And the reason why I talk for number one, when you talk about it, it comes in existence first and foremost. And I have in my head that I am going to move, and I am going to move. That's why, and I just don't talk about it with you. Me and my son, we'll sit around, so we'll have conversations about, because he always, and just like I tell you, anytime your son come back with apartment buildings, where he seen apartment buildings there, and I be in this area, I don't be hearing this, and I don't be hearing that, that tell you, it's time to move. Not even for him to say, just the fact that he coming back giving me apartment numbers and phone numbers to let me, hey, mom, it's time to move. No 16-year-old should have to do that. No 16-year-old should have to come back and give me somewhere to move at. And I don't blame my son. Like really, I honestly don't blame. I think I could have did better, but I'm doing what I'm dealt with, and that's cool. And I thought when I moved in, I thought I was making a better decision because I had just had my 2 strokes, and I had to move back with my mom for a little while for like 6, 7 months when I had my strokes because I wasn't working. And I was paying 13, I was paying, no, 13 or 14 something for a two bedroom, 2 bath. And plus, I was paying my electric bill. My electric bill was running me like 300, and it was because I lived on the end part, and I had to keep my heat up so much. I moved back home with my mom. And it just so happened like 4 or 5 months later, I got called for housing. I thought it was a blessing. When I first moved around there, I had a nice little old lady living around me that it was okay. It seemed like when she moved, everything, it's like when she moved, everything went oh my gosh, she had a garden there. The yard was so pretty. And the first 6 months, I didn't have a problem. I didn't hear no gunshots. I didn't hear none of that. I didn't hear none of that when I lived in the Southwest. Next thing you know, she moved. Nobody lived across the hall. I said about 3 months later, got somebody lived across the hall, young people. They had all these activities. Had the people coming in from everywhere. Then next thing you know, it was gone bad. Started getting shooting in the hallway. Come home, can't get in my door. They in front of my door. Excuse me. I need to unlock my door. Can't unlock my door. They in the hallway smoking. They in the hallway fixing their bags of drugs to go sell. And I'm saying, excuse me, excuse me. And I'm like, I don't want to live like that. No, who wants to live like that? No. Peanut butter and jelly. So good. So freaking good. Mmm. Wow, so good. Oh my. Yes, make your coffee, Mr. Davis. Miss Davis. This peanut butter and jelly is so good, y'all. It's good, y'all. Like, warm it up. Put on a piece of toast. Warm the peanut butter and jelly up. Put it in a bowl. Put it in the microwave. 10 seconds. Take it out. Spread it on. Want some toast. Not no regular bread. And the bread have to be Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread is the most freshest bread ever. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's so good. I can't even stop. It's really good. It's really good. Really, really, really good. I just had to let y'all, I just want to know how y'all felt about it. Because I wasn't really mad at him. I just wanted to break it down to him why. And I wanted him to get an understanding. And maybe when he get older, he will understand. But right now he's only 22. He don't understand. He's okay with it. Because I had to tell him about far as him getting a job. And you know, I thought I'm not gonna say his mom not telling him certain things, but I had to let him know this your first car. You ain't had your car not even 6 months. You ain't let so many people drive it. 2 people had accidents in your car. He bought a brand new car. You don't let everybody drive your car. And I know your mother told you. He said no. I said no. You don't let everybody drive your car. That's your car. You're paying that car note. You're paying your insurance. Every time I turn around, you put your car in the shop. You got to rent a car because you let somebody drive your car. They come back something wrong with your car. You don't do that. You don't do that. So it's a lot of stuff he don't know. It's a lot of stuff he has. He's 22. He's immature. I told him I was going to talk about him on my channel. He said okay, and he has my channel. He don't watch. He don't. I thought I'm gonna talk about you on my channel. He said I don't care. See, I was like okay, I'm just letting you know because I got see how my TT squad feel about what's going on, but he has to stop letting people use the car because I didn't. Yesterday he was like he was in a rental car, and I said why are you in a rental car? And he said I let my friend drive my car. When he came back, my bumper. I said boy, you got to burn. And he has a nice car. So you cannot let everybody drive your car. That's your property. That's your property. And it's just like you have to people's not gonna treat your property like you treat your property. And that's what I told him. When you need gas in your car, you calling me or my girlfriend for gas in your car. You're not calling them people who get your car. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They your friends, they doing it, they just wanna use your car. I said, when you get your car at the shop, you supposed to get his car at the shop. I think he said tomorrow, because dude bought his car back, and he said something about his bumper or something was messed up. I don't know. And I asked him, was it like that when they said, no, stop? You ain't let people use your stuff. You have to learn. He's 22. I don't think he concept of responsibilities yet. I honestly don't. At 22, everybody is not like me at 22. At 22, I had me a nice job, paying my bills, and I knew about responsibility. I had to go up faster, so he don't really have to go up fast. And the only thing I could do is talk to him, and I tell him all the time. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you so you can know you can either take it and run with it and learn from, or you can take it and get mad. He don't know him to get mad. He always say thank you, Miss Ted. And I honestly trying to get him some good. I tell him I don't know everything, but I can tell you how it is, and I can tell you how people treat their stuff. I don't let nobody. My nephew is the only one who uses my car, and the only reason why my nephew drops to use my car because he's on my insurance. If he wasn't on my insurance, he don't use my car. Like no, and if something go wrong, like he got my car, he got a ticket on, he paid it. He didn't have a problem. I said, Joshua, you have my car, stay. You got a ticket. When he used my car, and I'm not trying to be funny because people say, oh no, I didn't do it. I write down the day, I write down the time he took it, and I write down the time he bought it back. Because in between that time, to get any tickets or anything on it, you're responsible for it. And I had to learn to do it like that. I didn't learn that before, but I had to learn as I got older You have to learn. And it's a process. It's a process of learning everything. It's a process. Ain't nothing. You're not gonna learn nothing overnight. And just like I say, it takes a village to raise a. Y'all know that old saying about raising kids. I can't get it right. Y'all told me yesterday. Different day and I forgot. Oh, hi Miss Blanche and Miss Wells. And that is right. Yes, it is. That's all I can say about that subject. But I had a beautiful day at school. Yeah. Yes. And the teacher not coming in today. Chemistry teacher not coming today. She said, peep your head in for 15 minutes. She gave our work for today. She gave it to us. I already did it. I did the work. Every classroom, every teacher gave us work supposed to be turned in by Friday. I ain't did all my work. I was like, I'm done. It's, I think it's because I don't have to write no papers. My mind is at ease. So I didn't have a lot to do. So that was pretty good. I had an awesome day. I'm actually looking forward to this term. I'm really excited what it's going to bring and everything. In term three, they saying we're going to be in the building, which I'm really looking forward to being in the building. But I will only be in the building for 2 hours in the beginning of the year. So I'm pretty excited. Everything's going off to a smooth start. I don't have nothing to complain about with my classmates. Even though I have a lot of new people, I don't really have nobody that's the same in my class. But I'm okay with it. And I'm looking forward to it. A beautiful start. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Mm-mm. I need to be warmed up, y'all. Need to be warmed up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Gotta get, gotta get warmed up. Gotta get warmed up. TT Squad, I'm sorry I was late because I got a little busy today. But it is, what time is it, TT Squad? What time is it? Tell me what time is it. I need to know what time is it. I need to know what time it is because I gotta post it. Hopefully I get in my night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go because like I get it. Hopefully I get in my 9 o'clock class today. Hopefully we gonna pray I get in my 9 o'clock class and I don't be sitting around because I waited around a whole hour and never got in my class. So hopefully I get in today. But they did say I would not be marked absent. Thank all of y'all for tuning in, TT Score. I got 92 people watching me, 39 thumbs up. Can I get some more thumbs up? Yes, I gotta go, I gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. But what do I say? Like, share, subscribe. If you don't know, you should know. Check out Sofa Tea. What? Flour. Original flour, $10. Spicy flour, $12. Oh, excuse me, $12. If you don't know, you should know. Check out members only on Sofa Tea channel. It's $1.99, $2.11 a month. Yes. You get special contests on Mondays and Wednesdays. On Monday, she's live telling you about what's going on during the weekend, talking to you. On Wednesday, she putting up a video. And this Wednesday, she putting up a video behind the scene of my mother party. How we put everything up and how everything goes. You need to become a member so you can get there tomorrow when she go live. I mean, not live. Show y'all behind the scenes. She hear this, she hear I'm wrong, y'all. She gonna jump all down my throat. I like the fact you promote me, sister, but you be wrong. I'm like, okay, at least I'm promoting. I gotta support my sister. That's my sister. She support me in every which way. But guess what we doing Thursday? We going to Baltimore, and she still want to go to Baltimore. Yes, I love it. I love it. And I told her, I found a place. I gotta keep it. A place that we can get some breakfast down there, and they sell breakfast. And I heard their breakfast is really good. So I said, we can stop through. I said, I'll go in there. Tanya, she corona. I said, I'll get out. I'll go in there and get the food and bring it back to the car. Because she was like, I thought we just going to ride through. I said, no, I want to see a little bit water. I'm going to get out. I'm going to be mad and stuff. She going to let me do a little something. But I'm going to take the ride all the way there and do a little bit walking. I'm going to cut my camera off. Then she going to videotape. Y'all have to go to her channel because we try to do that two things together. It's not going to work. She has her channel, I has my channel. So I'm going to do the ride down there since she come on at 12 o'clock. Y'all going to get her at 12 o'clock on her channel. It's going to be on the couch, but it's going to be on the road. and it's gonna be our way down there, stopping through and coming on way back. Cause it's like a 45-minute ride. 45-minute ride to just get down there, not to actually get in Baltimore. Once you get in Baltimore, we gotta find out where we're gonna go. So it's gonna be like an hour and 10 minutes. So yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that Saturday day. Then what? Sunday I am thinking about going to the flea market. Flea. Cause I want a purse. I like all the purses I got from there. And yes, I'm looking for a purse. And when I went to the other dude, he had some jewelry. And I'm gonna have a piece of change. And I want a piece of that silver jewelry when I went to the one. Oh, I gotta go there on Saturday. Okay, they not there on Saturday onward. It's not open on Sundays. Oh wow. I might gotta wait till the next Sunday to go. The next Sunday to go. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Next Saturday to go. I can't go this Saturday. I have to go next Saturday because they don't open up on Sunday. Dang. Okay, TT Squad. Let me get out of here so I can get in class. Like, share, subscribe, TT Squad. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. What? No later than 8:15. 8 o'clock, 8:15. Be y'all. See y'all later, TT Squad. Bye.